God is love. How do I know that God is love? Well, I know that God is love because the Bible tells me so, right? Isn't that the typical Christian response? I know that God loves me because it says it in the Bible. Or I know that God loves me because he died on the cross for my sin. Or I know that God loves me because of insert quick answer here. Sometimes when you ask Christians questions about God, about what it means to even be a Christian, about the Bible, about anything, they tend to give you these quick responses. Try to be straight to the point, quick, but also sometimes they're like surface level. It's like, well, the Bible tells me so. Okay, but what does it mean that God loves me? What is it? How is God? You say God died for me. Okay, well, what does that mean? And as Christians, we don't always know how to answer those things, or we don't feel comfortable. We want to just give the quick answers. Oh, I got it right, and move on to the next thing. But the truth of the matter is, if God is love, then people ought to know that God is love, because as Christians, we love other people. Christ said, "They will know you are my disciples by your love for one another." So when somebody says, "I heard that God is love," what does that mean? As Christians, we should be able to talk about how we have experienced God's love. We should also be able to talk about how we have seen God's love in the church and with the other people that we share our faith with. As well as we should be able to show love to that person. God is love. If you were to even study the theology of that, as in the theology of love, which would be the study of how God is love and what is his love for us, you could write books upon books upon books. You could learn to no end. But if you've never experienced the love of God, you still don't actually know what it means. And that is why it is important that we show the love that God has given us. Not, oh, I owe it to God. Not, oh, I must muster it up. But that you have actually experienced the love of God and it has transformed your life. And so now you are going to go and just love other people, the people that are around you. And then other people will see that in you and they'll want to know you. And then they'll learn more about you and realize you talk a lot about God, about God's love, about how that's why we love one another. And then they'll start to think, I want to be like that. I want to experience that. I want my life transformed. And that's just one part of how God is love.